Hello, my name is Jocelyn Ortiz, and this is my self-assessment assignment. How did intersecting identities influence your experience of the world? How might those experiences been different in a different intersection of identity? Being a Hispanic woman, having to go through discrimination against if not my ethnic background or my gender has allowed me to see at what capacity our society is at in understanding the concept of intersectionality and how it affects every person. Another factor of how my intersecting identities influence my experience of the world is my age. Because of being a 21-year-old woman, it is constantly said to me if I even know what life is because I have barely lived, or if I even know what I'm talking about because I haven't lived long enough to have an opinion. However, understanding that intersectionality is everything that makes us up as people, like race, age, gender, sex, even body type, can allow us to accept people for who they are. That may sound corny, but it is true. These experiences may be different in different intersections of identity because there are different struggles in each intersection. For example, there are struggles in being a white trans woman, but there are completely different struggles in Black lesbian. Each of their own have struggles, but they are not any less of each other. These examples of intersectionality within my own life shows me how I would like to be treated and how I should treat others with how they identify with. Did you understand the course objectives? I do believe that I have reached the understanding of the objectives provided because of reading If You Could Be Mine allowed me to understand the concept of how girls were treated outside of the US and the struggles they faced for the love that they had for each other. It was already difficult for their love because of their religion and beliefs that would not accept the love that they... Another example would be the film Keepers of the Game, how difficult it was for the athletes to be okay with themselves for playing a sport that was made for men. My last example being an extra film called Seeing All Red. How with the power that Allred has as a woman that is not afraid to speak up for what she believes is right gives off a negative vibe because she's blunt. Understanding that our society with the influence of social media, music, and the internet in general can create these negative outlooks on people. What I understood from these objectives are trying to emphasize discussion in the classroom to say how it is and not beating around the bush when discussing topics about intersectionality, gender, sex, race, economic status, sexual harassment, feminism, etc. Did you understand the ethics and responsibility objectives? Throughout most of my discussion boards, I have repeated one characteristic, and that is that I'm a very open-minded and respectful person. To have understood and met these specific objectives was not something too difficult to understand. However, reading through these objectives of the course, I wish I would have voiced my opinion a bit more in order to give others perspective to see another side of ethical interaction or social interaction as mentioned. This concludes my self-assessment assignment. Thank you so much for watching, and I enjoyed